Welcome back to another episode of Grappling Nerds. We've got Albert to my right today, aka Dangerous Animal. We've got Mihai, my main man behind the camera, and myself, Martin. Today we're going to go through mount escapes. And in another video, we're going to go through mount escapes to leg locks. So stay tuned for that one. Today we're just going to focus on mount escapes into either mount or side control or guard. Stay tuned. The first one, let's see. So the first one's going to be what you might get taught first. Is that, well, let's go through the principles. Very important, and probably the most important, is to have a hip connection. You need to have a hip connection at all time. If you don't have a hip connection, there's no bridging, there's no contact, I can't do anything, I can move around and he can still stay. So what we need to have a strong frame. So let's say I want to go to this one. We're going to take it from this side. So I'm going to have a strong frame. I'm always going to make sure I have a hip connection with my hands. I'm going to bring my hand across, no matter what. I don't care if he's on top of me like this. I'm going to make sure that I can do something where I can get my hands to his hips to make that hip connection. We need hip connection so that I can actually move him around a bit and do this. Just be aware, you want to have your arm on the inside of controlling on the inside of his knee. This is not something, if you get to this position immediately, by all means, you're lucky. Because when somebody gets into mount, they're probably going to be squeezing your legs like this, so you can get like, and they're sitting on your tummy. So what we want to begin with that, just make sure you have that frame and you have that kind of hip connection here. You want to have your control, you want to have your arm on the inside. That's probably not going to be given to you. See, that's why you need an initial hip. So you make a little hip bump to get that initial in here. One of the first things you're probably going to get taught, and this actually works as well, even at high level, because you'll get into these positions, is that you want to make sure that, so no matter what, if he's down, you'll go further down. Get your head to the other side, thank you. So if we're here, my hands are still here, I'm controlling on the inside. This leg is going to go flat to the ground, and I'm going to bring it a bit up, like so. I'm not going to have it to the ground like this. I'm going to bring it a bit up. So now I'm actually turned to my side already. Because what I want is what I want to get on my side. Preferably, I would like to be, so if you get up please, I'd like to be like this. Because there's no compression now. So this is what I'm looking for. So if I do this with my legs, bring my leg up like so, I'm actually more or less turned on my knees already. So instead of having your foot flat, I'd like you to go heel up, toes down, heel up to begin with. What we're looking for is this bad boy. You will see people try to look for it with your hands like so. You're on top of me, just get here. You'll look, you can even go here. Some people do this, they lift the leg and go in. But that doesn't need to happen. As soon as you do this, your knee goes down, boom. Your foot catches the other knee, elbow control, framing on the inside. Here, you bring your knee to the ground, bring it to your elbow. As soon as you have that, you turn to your head, you clear that knee, up, and you turn down. From here now, you already have an underhook. This bad boy needs to go to the other side because you want to get to the other positions where now I want it to be on this side, I want to be on the other side. So I have my underhook, I'm going to use my leg, do a little. So now I'm actually doing the shrimp, the original shrimp that you know, where you bring your head up and you shrimp. You have an underhook. As soon as you're here now, you're good to go. You can either go up or over here. I'm going to control this leg. Bring it up into the air. So I'm going to have a twisting motion of this bad boy here. I'm going to twist his knee. I'm going to make him turn the way that I want, which is this. From here, bring it up. I can bring my leg down. Like so, and just push the knee and turn over. Slowly getting into side control. That was one. So, in action, it would be looking like you control, you go, you bring your knee in. Second one, same motion. So I want to have, again, what's very important is that I need to control the inside of the knee, most important. So no matter what I want to do is I want to bring my knee to the inside, no matter what. Most of the time, and you should know this, when somebody gets into mount, you've been in mount, they're not going to be stuck to you or sitting up and being real nice. They're going to try to cross face you. They're going to be in your face, trying to cross face you, and they're going to be real tight. The legs are not going to be. So you will see, and you've done this probably at your gym, where you've got someone on top of you, and you think you're going to shrimp. So you'll be shrimping, but what happens is you can't fumble the legs. There's no catching the legs. You can't do what we just did before, and you end up doing this. You're just turning around like so, and not getting anywhere, and using a lot of energy. So what we want to do instead is that we want to have a strong frame. Again, we need this bad boy on inside. So the first initial thing you do is that you move here. That's your first thing. You need to have controlling the inside of your arm, so having a closed arm. Keep your friends close, put your elbows closer. So you're gonna be here. Again, now, when you do your initial bridge, it's a strong bridge and a little shrimp. So, but it's a shrimp going out to the side. So if I'm gonna go to, I'll just do it on this side. If I wanna go to this side, I'll bring my leg over here. So instead of just going here and trying to shrimp, I wanna bring my leg over here so that I can get a real strong shrimp just to get my knee controlling the inside. From here, even if we're down, same thing, I'm controlling, I can go, I can get into either butterfly guard and recover my guard. So again, initially, just want to have control the inside. He's going to be strong on this, and he's going to be cross-facing you. So this is not going to happen. You're not going to be fumbling the legs. You can't find them. So what you do is like the initial bridge. Here. You bring your foot over. So on this side over here, I'm bringing my foot to the side so I can get a real strong bridge, controlling, bridging up, controlling that knee. So I'm controlling the knee, leaving a hole here. Get my knee in. Control the head again, please, thank you. So now my knee's in, my hand's controlling, and I can go for whatever I want. And so forth. So that was just controlling the legs and having someone on top. So let's go forward. Those would be the basic ones to do. You also have, this will work, and this works both for striking, and this is where this gets interesting. So you're gonna have someone in mount. If someone's gonna be striking you, you're gonna be like this, and essentially if you're raining down punches, you'll either be like this, boom, boom, boom. But what you wanna do is that as soon as you get the other one, boom, you control the arm. So you control the arm, boom, bring it to the hip. On this side, as soon as that happens, you just wanna control the arm, bring it to the hip. You bring your foot to control his foot on the outside. Now, a little detail on this. If you're not super flexible and can't bend your legs enough, see, now he's like this on top of me, so I can't bring my leg to where I wanna do. I would preferably wanna be here, but me, I can't do it like this. I can't bring my leg close. What I found is that if I just do make a little switch with my hip, so if I just do a little turn with my hip, I bring my hip like this, like so, boom, point my knee this way, bring it out, it's actually easier, so I can catch it. Ta-da! So, if you can't bend your leg, catch it like this, just make a little hip switch, bring your leg out, boom, and there you have it. Controlling the arm. Now it's all about bridging. We all have a strong bridge, and I'm gonna bring him this way. So I'm controlling the arm to the side. I'm gonna bridge and turn. Getting into guard. Still controlling the arm, where I can now be in a dominant position, or either punch in, or just controlling me getting up. That was one. So in this series that I'm going to show you now, it's very basic, because it's all about controlling an arm. That's it, and bridging. And it's all going to be the same. It's the same kind of thing, you'll just find it from different angles. There is controlling an arm where you have, if you have an overhook, that's controlling the arm. Now you can do the same. Boom. Bridge, because you control the arm. So like on the bike, you move the pedal, it's gonna fall. So that was one. So you can control the arm, even from here, having this kind of thing, controlling, getting in, that's a control. Another control could be you grabbing my head. Boom, like so. So now it's the same thing. What I'm gonna do in this kind of situation, and this happens quite often actually, because people want to control you. They will be trying to get an underhook on this arm, which is bad for you, so you don't want that. You want to have your arm here. We'll go through later what you do if your arm gets trapped in this situation, but that's on another series because it'll go for leg locks. Going back. So now we're here. I call this pick up the phone. Maybe I don't, maybe there's a lot of people who says this. My coach used to tell me this, he says, Martin, just pick up the phone. And I go, what? He says, pick up the phone. And I go, like this? Yeah. So what I'll do is that I'll pick up the phone, I'll cover my ear, but at the same time, I want to control this arm. So I'm gonna bring my neck to the ground to kind of pin his arm to the ground. I'm gonna control, I wanna go all the way back so I have a good strong, now I'm catching it. So if you try to put your arm out, I've got this bad boy. I've got him now. He thinks he's got me right where he wants me, but he doesn't. I got him right where I want it in this situation. So right now, I'm just picking up the phone. I wanna do this again. I'm gonna punch this way and say, you're going off of me. So I'm gonna, again, control the leg, and I'm gonna bridge and strong and point my finger to the direction that I wanna go. I just keep connected and right, we're up, and now I'm back in guard. So that's two. So we've actually we're still just controlling an arm. You can also do this, so if someone grabs you, they're just giving you the arm. Same thing. So like for judo and anything else, you wanna have, this is a breaky bit, like we were talking about for the arm bars in the other series, that this is the bit that breaks, so I wanna go above it. I wanna control the tricep. The reason being is that you can get taught to do this, so you're gonna control an arm, boom, and people will show you to hold it like this, control it in. What I found, I'm not saying this doesn't work for some, it just doesn't work for me, because whenever I do this, you pull your arm, that happens. Again, I control, I'm really tight, go again, and he pulls the arm. Now, if I control the tricep instead, still controlling the arm, just control it, bring it in, pull out your arm, here, I've got this. So now, controlling tricep, here, getting your elbow in, we still got it, same thing, foot, up, bring, and turn, boom. And we're in guard. Yes. Now we're gonna go for another sequence where still controlling the hip, but he's down close to you. So he's controlling your upper body. So what you wanna do now is that you just wanna have a hip connection, okay? So you can either go, it's like taking off your pants. So if I wanna take off my pants on the floor, I'm gonna bring, you go off, get off, thank you. So if I'm gonna have these bad boys, I'm gonna grab my pants and I'm gonna do this. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my pants and I'm gonna take them off. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if I have dangerous animal Albert on me, I'm gonna go, if I can, I'll grab his fabric, I'll grab fabric, just grab his pants, because this is something, no, go, and you go down, you're here. So now I'm controlling the head. Same thing, I'm gonna keep my arms on the inside. I wanna have inside control. I'm gonna use my leg, this, because now we've got connection. So I'm just gonna bring my leg up, hip up, bring my legs in, stay here, pick up the phone, and we're in mount. Again, hands, your legs, stay connected. You push, you have a hip connection, bring your hip up, bring your legs up, and make sure you just bring your knees to your hands and your elbows, and they'll be resting here. You should know from this position, you have entries to leg locks, but I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that on another video. So from here now, we'll just go into what we call butterfly guard. You pick up the phone, boom, connect it, and you end up at mount, boom, boom. If you're here, you just wanna recover guard, you bring in, bring up, boom, bring your legs in, go down, and you just recover your guard. You can also, so that's another one, go back up again, boom. Same thing, control the pants, bring him up, down, sit back, you go on your knees when I do this, sit on your knees, you're here now. Simple. So there you have it. That was mount escapes. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you got something out of the details that we had here. And definitely stay tuned for the next one where we're gonna go into my personal favorite, mount escape into leg locks. If you have any questions, leave your comments below. See you next time.